Hey guys, Tony here. In this video we're going to cover how to use SerpAttack both for doing CTR clicks with high retention views and then clicking on the link in your video description, okay, and then it's going to go through to a web page and do some retention settings on your web page. Okay, so we can choose at that point whether we want to visit multiple pages or whether we want to visit one page, and we can put an average watch time on each page from that click through as well. Okay, now this goes back to the original SerpAttack SEO system where we used to put one link in the video description, and what we discovered was the more CTR views that we did on the YouTube video in Google search, okay, we would find whatever that link was would start to rise in the search engines. In fact, it overtook the video rankings in the search engine in Google. So this is a kind of extension on that. It's kind of a way to increase the power of that strategy by clicking on the link within the description, so that we can do the same amount of CTR views, but we're adding more power in the back end as well. We're doing more of a connection between the video view and the actual URL that's in the description, so that we actually get the click through. Okay, so we've got that engagement happening. Okay, so I'll do a demonstration here. I'm going to create a new project. This is the SerpAttack web app. We have a web app where we create the projects, and we have a desktop app where we do the views, and other people do views for you as well. So it's kind of crowdsourced SEO that way. Okay, so the project name, I'm just going to call this one increase YouTube views with CTR. Okay, something like that. Right, now what I need to do first of all is choose from the project type. Okay, anytime you're using SerpAttack, always choose the project type first, because whatever you choose here is going to change whatever fields are available for you to fill in. This is a CTR video view. Okay, so I'm going to put the video URL in here, and the software will go and look for this video ID within the search results. Okay, and here what we're going to do is we're going to put in our keyword. Okay, I'm just going to put in one keyword for now, and I'm going to choose Google and YouTube. In fact, I'm going to choose Google Video and YouTube. Okay, what is Google Video? Well, if I go and do a search for CTR SEO tools, for example, then you will see that we got the universal search here. Okay, and you can see when we click on there's some more videos here, that's YouTube videos. Okay, that's where we can get found, so we can get found in here. Okay, now it's best that you go and check the search engine first. So for this keyword, let's just go and double check it, because we really need to do a mix of YouTube views from inside YouTube as well as YouTube views that are coming from Google search engine. So YouTube search engine and Google. Okay, so I'm going to put in here how to increase video views fast. I'll go to the universal first, not showing anything in the first three. I'll go over into videos. Let's see if we can be found somewhere. I just published this one not long ago, so we might not be there yet, but I would expect it to be somewhere. Here we are. Okay, so we can be found somewhere. We can move that up. Okay, now I'm not sure what page that's in. It's probably about page 4, page 5 or something like that. So what I want to do is I want to now go into my options. Actually, let me first choose how many views to do. Let's choose 17 views. Okay, we've got YouTube, we've got Google, and we can choose pogo staking as well, which is when we click on somebody else's search result and then bounce back out within a few seconds and then go to your piece of content. Okay, if I click on that, you can choose how many to do. As we're doing 17 views, I'm just going to bring that down to 1. Okay, just bring it down to 1. Now the options, I can choose to click the link in the description. Okay, this is important. When we click on that, you can see extend link view appears here. Now I'll click on that. Now we can set the retention. Okay, so what we want to do is tell it how many pages to visit. So this is for web pages. Okay, if you have a link in your description to a blog post, to landing page, sales page, whatever it might be, bridge page, you want to tell it how many pages to visit. Okay, I'm going to keep this at between 1 and 2, and you can see here we got duration to view. This is in minutes. You want to do on average about 2 minutes per page. If it's just a simple landing page, then 1 minute per page is going to be okay, but on average 2 minutes per page is good for the Google Analytics. Okay, so I'll keep it here. We've got between 1 and 2 minutes here, and you can choose a delay in between the videos. I'm not going to do that. Enable drip feed if you want to do it over several days. Schedule a project start time. I'm not going to do that. Keyword spelling correction, I'm not going to use that. That's for when you might find in a keyword tool, you might find a misspelled keyword that's getting a lot of traffic, a lot of search volume. If you wanted to specifically target that misspelling, you would use this. Okay, we don't need that for this one, and I'll put the web browser visible on this for now, just so that we can watch the first one. Now we've got the playback speed, and the playback speed we can do up to 2x speed. Okay, so I'm just going to move this. Okay, I'll make it 1.5. Okay, and we got everything else done. I can't remember if I've got an end screen video on this, but if I'm going to do the link, click the link in description, I don't need that one. Okay, it's going to have a conflict if I do both. So what I'll do is I'll just click on save. Right, now I'm going to come over to my desktop tool. Okay, this should start showing when I make sure that I've got scheduled tasks enabled here. Okay, first, before I do that, let me just pop over to the settings, and we'll get into the SerpAttack settings. Now notice that I've got for personal projects only 1 view, or only 1 thread, and for group projects 3. Okay, what that means is I'm going to watch my own videos only with 1 thread, so that slows down the rate that I watch my own videos from my desktop tool. Why do I want to do that? Because it forces other people to do the views for me within the group projects. Okay, when we create a project, we put it into groups, we can assign it to groups, and all the members of that group will actually start to watch your video. Okay, or blog, browse your blog, for example. And if you make your personal projects down to minimum of 1, then that forces other people to do more views on your video or your blog browsing. Okay, usually I would do a ratio of 3 to 1. Okay, this means that they'll be using their IPs. So if you've got 10 squid proxies, for example, right, you don't want to be doing 17 views with those 10 squid proxies. You want to minimize that. Okay, the way to minimize it is to make sure your personal project threads are down to 1, and it forces other people who have got squid proxies, for example 10 squid proxies, they will start to use theirs. So if you've got 10 people in a group with 10 squid proxies, that's 100 IPs, 100 proxies you've got access to. But you have to be you have to do it like this to make sure that you minimize the amount of views being done with your own. Okay, now one more thing I've got to do before I actually kickstart this campaign is to assign my project to a group. I forgot to do that, so let's go in here. What we can do now, we can click on the actions. Once you've set up the project, click on view. Okay, when you click on view, you can click here to share to group, and when you share to group, you can put it into the group. Okay, and we can put it into multiple groups if you want to speed it up. Let's see if we can find another one. That's a bulk views, we don't want that one. CTR group. Okay, so we've got 2 groups here. That means the members of these groups will actually start to watch your video from their desktop tool. Okay, so let's bring the desktop tool back up again. This time You want to make sure as well your proxies are good. Okay, we use squid proxies. If you're using rotating proxies, you're going to get problems. Okay, they're unreliable. Rotating proxies are unreliable. We're working on doing something with the mobile proxy server that we're going to build, but it will take maybe 2 or 3 weeks to be able to build that. In the meantime, squid proxies are good. They work. Okay, don't blame the software if you're using poor quality proxies and coming back to me, because I run campaigns and I test them and I prove to people time and time again that it works fine with squid proxies, only to find that they've been using unreliable proxies. It's not the software, it's your choice of proxies. Okay, and it's not fair on other people within the groups if you're using poor quality proxies. Okay, use quality proxies. Squid private proxies are good. When we have the mobile server, then we can take things a lot further. That should be ready in about 2 or 3 weeks. It's definitely going to be built. Okay, and anyway, let's get this started. Scheduled tasks, we're going to make it enabled. Now when I make that enabled, a new thread should pop up here with my campaign. You can see it's just popped up here. Now if I bring this over, you'll be able to see that it's doing the search, etc. So we can watch this for a second. Okay, so you can see now it's gone into YouTube search and it's going to search for the keyword, and then it's going to look for the video. Okay, you can see my videos here. Okay, that's gone through to someone else's content, and now it's going to bounce back. Okay, so it bounces back, then it goes and finds our video. Okay, I'll pause it here and I will come back when that view is done. This is a 12-minute video, so it's going to take about 8 minutes to go through this. Okay, so I'll pause this and come back. Okay, I just got the end of the video there, and it's just now gone over into the web page, so it's actually working. And it watched the video and then it clicked through, and it's starting to spend some time on the web page, which is in this case is sales page. So this is working fine, okay, for being able to do that. That gives us some extra dimension for our campaigns. So we're doing the CTR click from the search engine, high retention on the video. Okay, that's going to increase the watch time. It's going to increase the retention time of the video. And then when it's finished watching the video, it clicks on the link in the YouTube video description. Make sure you are using just one link in the description. You can always, after you've finished your CTR campaigns, you can always put more links back in. Okay, don't forget that this is just a kickstart. Okay, when you start to get rankings, when real traffic comes, if you've got a good quality keyword that is getting a lot of search volume, and you've got a good quality thumbnail that's getting the click through, then the real traffic data starts to take over. No CTR tool can keep up with real traffic if it's for a reasonably decent keyword. Okay, so you're using this to kickstart your campaigns. It's not the be all and end all. You're using it to kickstart your campaigns, then real traffic comes. Okay, we're just getting there faster to that particular point. Okay, so you can see this is going to spend between 1 and 2 minutes on this page, and then it will go back and it will go and do the next search, which is probably going to be in Google search engine. And as I'm doing this with just one personal video thread for my personal views, okay, that means other people are going to be using their proxies to be able to do more views for me with their IPs. Okay, that's just the easiest and best ways to do it. Okay, so that's the demo for the extended view feature that we've just added into the video viewer in SerpAttack. I hope you enjoyed this. If you get any problems, you can send a ticket into support and join the Skype group if you're already a SerpAttack customer, because people can help within the Skype group as well. Thanks.